Let's take a look.
Greetings and welcome to this new guide video. In this video I'm going to be covering throw oki. I didn't cover it in the last video because I just hadn't labbed it yet. And it is quite different from 2D oki because you don't get the yo-yo setups. But I have found a consistent oki setup you can do after throw. It involves doing a jump D. The jump D in this setup is similar to the jump K I used in the previous oki video. You have to manually time it to beat the defensive options of your opponent, whether that be mashing, DP or backdash. The reason why you have to manually time Bridget's jump D is because Bridget's jump D stalls her air momentum very slightly, so if you do it too high in the air you will stall yourself enough that your opponent will be able to hit you out of the air. But with that being said, we'll get straight into this guide video. When it comes to timing the jump D, I press jump D at around head height. That seems to be the most consistent for me. In this combo you have to run under after you do the quarter circle back HS yo-yo if you want to side switch to keep the corner, or to wall break. In this video I will show a couple different combo variations in a couple different situations, mid-screen, when you're in the corner and when your opponent is in the corner. The stuff I'm showing isn't optimal, they are probably better combos and better setups, but this should be enough to give you a basic understanding of what Bridget is capable of doing. This is another example of a combo I use fairly often in this video. It's very simple to do and it works in a lot of different situations, so if you don't like memorizing a lot of combos, this is a good one to learn. Also, Kara loop cancels. Nice. Nagoriyuki has the best backdash in the game, so I use him as an example here to show that this will catch a very strong backdash. I do an empty jump into closest rather than the jump D if I think he's going to do the backdash, and obviously you get full combos like that. Jump D in this setup is super plus on block. Saul's 5k has a 3-frame startup and I can jail him with a 5k. He literally can't hit a button there. If I delay the 5k slightly, I can frame trap or a counter hit, although this is tricky to do. This is an example of what you can do from full screen. The jump D here counter hits because he mashed 5p on wake up, and look at all this corner carry potential Bridget has. She has to have some of the highest corner carry potential in the game, and you can meaty after that. So corner to corner combo into meaty. Kinda cool. If, however, you don't want to go for the corner-to-corner combo into the setup, you can just side switch and break the opponent through the wall behind you for instant reward. And it does do pretty good damage for Bridget, since Bridget's damage is quite low. This combo works both at round start and when you're in the corner. Depending on the timing of your inputs, you can either switch up sides with your opponent to side switch, or you can stay on the same side. You'll have to lab this yourself to get the timing down on the inputs to figure out what side you want to be on. And it does a lot of damage for Bridget. Once again, this combo works pretty similar to the last one. Depending on spacing and the timing of your inputs, you can either land on one side or the other. So I recommend messing around with this combo in the dojo and the previous one to get used to the timing so you can land on the side that you want to land on when you use this online. And it does do quite a lot of damage as well. I keep using the same combos in this video because I want to show how consistent they are in a lot of different situations and just how relatively easy they are for Bridget. I also believe that these combos are a good starting point if you're new to Bridget and you can't execute the optimal combos, so give it a try and see if you like it. I tried really hard to get this simple combo here to wall break, but I couldn't get it to wall break. You probably can if you go for a more optimal route, but at least this route leads to corner oki like you're seeing right now, and this is probably honestly the better alternative than the wall break because it gets more damage. Now time to show what you can do when your opponent is in the corner. This setup works here as well. It's super consistent everywhere on screen. This is just a super easy combo you can do. The Kara loop at the end is a little tricky if you're not used to it, but with some practice you can get it, and it's really good for the hard knockdown on wall break. If you want a little bit more damage from your combo, you can use this instead. It's just as easy as the previous combo. You still have to do a Kara loop at the end, but I would really recommend that you learn how to do a Kara loop if you plan on maining Bridget, because it does seem quite important for her in a lot of different situations. As you can see, this combo is a slight variation on a previous corner combo I used. I like this combo structure a lot as a new Bridget player because I don't have to remember a lot of different corner combos if I can just use this one in more situations. If you're new, I recommend it. This is a different combo you can use for Bridget in the corner. Bridget does have quite a bit of corner combo variety depending on how technical / optimal you want to get. But like I'm showing in this video, you can keep your combos relatively simple and still gain a decent reward if you're not ready for that stuff. As you can see from the inputs at the top of the screen, this is a fairly similar combo structure to what I've been using before. This one catches backdashes, the previous one caught mashing, and the one before that caught DP. So if you don't like learning a lot of different combos in the corner, you can use this one and punish most defensive options. I said before that I believe Kara loop cancels for Bridget are quite important, and I do believe that. But if you're not really ready to do that yet, you can structure your combos in the corner in a different way, like this, so you don't have to use them yet until you're ready. Once you have threatened jump D from throw, you can use other mix-up options like empty jump throw to loop the situation, just to keep your opponent guessing as to what option you're going to pick. You can also always cancel jump D into rock the baby for a command grab. I will show some combos on this in a moment. This video links with my previous Bridget guide video because you can do an empty jump into 2k 2D into yo-yo Oki, so you can loop yo-yo Oki into throw Oki or throw Oki into yo-yo Oki, a lot of Okis. This is a combo you can do from round start after landing the command grab. I use fast dash red RC here to reduce the meter cost. If you look, you can barely see it, but if you look you can see just how much meter I spent, and it's about a quarter of a meter on that combo. You can even get a lot of corner carry potential off of the command grab, as I'm showing right now. And I believe this only costs about 50 meter once you gain all the meter from all the other attacks, so it's really awesome. Bridget's command grab seems to do quite a bit of wall break damage, so you only really get short combos from it. But thanks to the fast RC system, you can reduce the meter cost, which makes the damage output seem quite decent for the meter you spend. It's only about half a bar. What I'm showing right now, I don't really think is worth the bar of meter for the yo-yo setup / mix-up, since jump D is already a mix-up. But it might have some applications in some niche situations. I'm not sure, I'm just messing around with stuff, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't, and trying to give you an idea of some of the stuff Bridget is capable of if you get creative with her, because she does have quite a bit of weird pressure setup stuff that you can do if you decide to get really creative with her. But that will bring this video to an end. If you need any more information about what I've shown in this video, leave a comment and I will try to help you out. I hope this video helped you out. Thanks for watching.